This is probably a job best done with Bonita not here. The shaft can't fall out because the rudder is in the way, but there will be a little bit of water ingress, hence the reason why it's best to not have Bonita around. Oh, good morning, Fang. How I love you. Mwah. We've been sitting here in the water now for a week. And I serviced the engine yesterday, so that's had a 1,000-hour service. Changed all the oils, all the filters, so everything is all sorted with the engine. But now that we have been floating for a week, Nandji should have taken shape to how she normally sits in the water. So being on the hard stand, because we are a wooden boat, we tend to move. And when I aligned the engine to go into the water, I had to lift it up a very long way. And because Nandji's been sitting on the hard stand for 6 months, and so now that we are in the water, hopefully a week is long enough and she's moved herself back around to how she wants to be. And so I'm going to check the alignment today and make sure that is all sweet. And once that is done, everything is pretty well sorted. And so we can finish off moving everything onto Nandji. With the shaft now clear out of the Sigma drive and the clamp is out of the actual Sigma drive unit, I just need to measure exactly to the millimeter where that clamp is positioned on the shaft, which is 16 millimeters, but I've marked it front and back because there's only a limited amount of clearance between the deadwood of the keel and the rudder, and so it needs to be perfectly positioned, which is why I did this out of the water, and that's the position it needs to be in. So there's 10 mil clearance of the prop on the deadwood and the rudder. And so I'm going to take all the Sigma drive off and now put on the coupling, because I'm going to do this properly. And so I'll put the coupling on, and I could have put Nandji in the water with the coupling on, but I didn't do that because of the reason I've just explained. Well, there you go. The alignment is still bang on. Oh, well, I'll stick the Sigma drive back on. Maybe I'll just have to go from a motor and let everything rumble around a bit again, and we'll check this in a few weeks' time, I think, because, man, the amount I had to change the engine to match the shaft when we're on the hard stand, it was a lot compared to where it originally was when we first installed it. So I don't know, maybe Nandji's just changed into that shape now and that's how she's going to stay, but I'll pay attention to this. So yeah, we'll just have to motor around, like I said, and check it in a couple of weeks. Put the Sigma drive back in now, mate. Bit of a waste of a morning. Oh, it's good to know, I guess. It's definitely good to know.
It's moving back on board day. Where to put everything, I don't know. It's like, yeah, it's trying to play Tetris here, and I just can't believe how much crap we have still. So I'm still trying to throw some stuff away, working through it. But one of my biggest dilemmas is there's not a lot of space to put clothes. Like, there really isn't. I don't know where I'm meant to put all of my stuff because, I don't know, I'm a Leo, I need to keep everything. I find it really hard to throw things away. I'm always in the mindset of, oh, but what if I might need it for this or I might need it for that. So I find it really hard just getting rid of old clothes. So I've got a lot and I haven't got a lot of space to work with. So honestly, you tell me, could you fit your whole entire wardrobe, jocks and socks, everything in this space? That's what I'm working with. I do have a bit of hanging space in here as well, which I put more of like my dresses and stuff, which is quite a lot. that's my clothes space. So yeah, I'm just trying to work out where to put everything, and it's hard. It's very hard. I'm gonna have to let some things go.
When we upgraded Nandji's battery system a couple of years ago, we installed a couple of Rely-On Life PO4 lithium batteries, and it was life-changing. And now that we've installed more panels on the back, we should keep everything charged super efficient and really well done, but we need to be able to monitor that. The old charger that we have was suitable for, it's not 100% perfect for lithium batteries, so we need to get rid of that to change it. It does charge lithium because it's a very similar wavelength to lead acid batteries, but it will never make the lithium batteries fully charged. But the Victron MPPT solar chargers that we have with the bimini solar panels, the flexible ones from Solbian, so those ones through the chargers here can charge the lithium batteries. But for us to monitor what's going on, we don't have a screen or anything to see exactly what's going on. So that's what I'm going to be installing, so we can properly monitor the charge and how much we're using out of these batteries. So a patron of ours, Pete, absolute bloody legend, he's always wanted us to continue to upgrade Nandji. He's the man behind all of this that has sent all this stuff to us that was trapped in Langkawi for a long time, and so now I can finally get to the point to install it all. It'll make the whole system a Victron system, and we'll be able to have proper monitor and proper charge of our batteries. So for the future, we should definitely have zero issues when it comes to power. Get rid of these charge controllers out of up here. I have another big 100, another big one to install because of the aft panels that we put on, and then I had another one over here above the battery bank, but I'm getting rid of that. I'm consolidating it all and I'm putting them out of the way so you can't see them. So I'm going to put them inside the cupboard here, and then this whole panel here with the old charge controller, all that other crap there, I'm going to rip that panel out and I'm going to replace it with a new one. I've already gone ahead and made that, painted it, made it all look super nice, and now I just need to cut the holes and everything in that to position where the screen's going to be, because it is a touch screen that is going onto it. Yeah. I have the other little white panel that I'll install at the back of this cupboard, and then that's where I'm going to place all the charge controllers. If you follow that, you did really good, but watching me do electrical work isn't fun. As you can see, I'm just sweating my tits out pulling cables. So we'll show you the before and we'll show you the after, maybe a little bit of during. So this is before. It's all starting to come together. It's a pretty hard work pulling cables in this humidity, but I've got it all loomed up. Everything's all neat. All the solar panels and the batteries are connected. It's all connected to the servo brains. I've pulled out that old panel up on the nav station here and I've made my new one. I've just got to wire in these last two bilge pump switches and then put the actual touch screen of the servo in, and that's the screen to the brains, and then I can see everything that's going on from down here. And that, my friends, is a very exciting prospect, because I want to see what's going on with the batteries, what every panel does, and to connect the panel on the back to see if we need to replace it, because I'm not sure if you remember, but some legend went and drilled a hole in it. I don't know what sort of legend did that. He's a bloody good at everything sort of guy. Oh, what a dickhead. But yeah, so some muppet drilled a hole in the panel accidentally, so we have to see if that panel is how good it's working and what the output is, and we'll be able to see everything, and everything will be told through this screen. Check this out. Oh yeah, battery 99%. Let's go have a look. What do we got? Device list. Smart Chola charger, the one on the back cabin, 0 watts because it's not plugged in on the davits. Port side, 22 watts. Starboard side, 20 watts. Under the boom, giving 0 to 1 watt. This is sick. Like, this is so good. It's a bit fancy on Nandji. Oh man. You can connect the fuel tanks, battery sensors, water tanks. It's got the lot.
Dying to move back onto Nandji. I brought all of our gear over here today, a trolley full, and was hoping to start putting stuff away, but Nandji being Nandji, we had a little fault this morning. The windlass switch wasn't working, so all the tools have come back out again, all the electrical gear is out, and Josh has been working on that today. So but once he's finished that, then we can start really moving on board, and hopefully at least in 2 days time we will go sailing. It's going to be amazing. Our first ever sail with Tallulah, and we're going to have Marley with us as well, so it's going to be a full family affair and I can't wait. How's it going, Yosh?
Yeah, I found the fault. It took me a while. I cleaned a lot of terminals.
Basically the switch on the deck had dirty terminals, and Yosh went over everything else beforehand and it ended up being that, and that's the last thing he's doing. But at least he's found it, and progress is progress. It's going to be our home very, very soon, and yeah, I can't wait. Last job, last job. Last job, last job. Last job, last job. Huh? What'd you say?
It's one of those really awkward ones.
Yeah.
Moment of truth. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Where does it all come from? It just keeps coming and coming and coming. And I know I do have too many toys. Like I do have 7 spear guns. We're going to have to colour a few. And I do have a similar number of surfboards. Hey, we're going to have to get rid of a couple. But other stuff, it's just, there's just so much stuff. Like containers. Like why do we need so many containers? We don't need 7 different types of Tupperware containers. We got to just get rid of crap. It's just the stuff that you look at and you can see why you keep it because it is useful, but the off chance of you actually using it is probably slim to none. Like it's just, get it off a Nandji now.
I think containers is a pretty bad example, but yeah.
Oh righto, get rid of it.
I swear you know what a camera is, don't you, gal? Hey? Can show us your kicking.
It's in there. It's not perfect, but it's in there. I bought these little baskets here to go on the sides of our beds so we can have a little bit more storage space. Not sure what I'm going to put in here yet. Maybe bikinis, because your girl's got a few bikinis. I have impressed myself today. This Leo that needs to keep everything has created a pile to get rid of. So this is, a lot of this is clothes that I was wearing before I was pregnant. So yeah.
Proud of you.
Yeah, so getting rid of stuff.
Well done.
And like a lot of it is like when we first set off from Australia, just nice things that you just couldn't see yourself throwing out that you just never used, and it's hard. You know, you look back, you think, what the hell was I thinking? I mean, this is the dress that I wore to my best friend's wedding. Yeah, it's a nice memory. Yeah, you want to remember that, but like, you know, just leave it at home. You don't need to take it all around the world sailing with you. Like, it's fine. Like, just leave it somewhere safe at home. It's not going to be used. It's just going to sit in the cupboard. Like, just leave it at home. Just like sentimental stuff.